Raph giggled.
So, if you and I became friends, and we would talk a lot, we'd constantly interrupt each other and never get upset.
Saxton laughed as well. That sounds about right, and I'd like that. Raph's face grew serious.
I'd like that too. I don't have a lot of friends. I have Reese, who's my very best friend in the whole world, but he's more like a daddy to me than a normal friend, if that makes sense. And I don't have any friends who are a little, like me.
His face had grown sad, and Saxton was struck by Raph's statement because it so exactly mirrored his own feelings and experiences.
I don't have friends either. I have my Daddy Gale, and I think we're friends as well. And he's also my daddy, but it's different.
Raph cocked his head.
So why don't you have any friends? You seem really nice. Do you have something like ADHD too?
Saxton thought his direct approach was refreshing.
No, I've never been good at making friends. My whole life I've been an outsider, and I don't know how to change that.
Raph studied him thoughtfully for a few more seconds.
I think we'll be good friends. We're both littles, and if you're different from everybody else as well, you'll understand me better.
Saxton had been looking forward to this playdate, fantasizing about who he would meet. But he could never have imagined this scenario, where someone offered him friendship in such a pure way.
I'd really like to be your friend.
They smiled at each other, then turned their attention back to the track.
I think we need another bridge,
Raph said, his voice a little higher pitched than before. Saxton studied their setup, sinking back into little headspace as well.
We could do it here.
He pointed at a long stretch without any twists and turns.
If we build it really high, the train will go so fast that it might jump the tracks in the corner. That would be fun.
Raph clapped his hands together in delight.
Oh, we should try that. I'd love to see if we can make it go fast enough for that.
With the tip of his tongue peeping out of his lips, Saxton selected the right track pieces for a giant bridge and handed them one by one to Raph, who put them in the right place. Within minutes, they had built a bridge so high Saxton was sure it would work.
"What are you boys up to?"
Daddy Brendan asked, sounding amused.
We're building a bridge that is so high that the train will go fast enough to jump the tracks, Daddy. Do you think this will work?
Raph turned toward Saxton.
My daddy knows a lot about building things.
Saxton looked at his own daddy, who was watching them with a sweet smile on his face.
I don't think my daddy knows a lot about building, but he's really smart, and he takes good care of me. He's a nurse.
Raph's eyes widened.
A nurse? That's so cool! Daddy Brendan always tells me how important first responders are.
They are. I met my daddy because I was in the hospital after an accident, and he came home with me to make sure I was okay.
Is that how you broke your ankle?
Yes, my ankle was broken really bad, and I had to have surgery. You could see a bit of the bone sticking out. It was, He shivered.
It hurt something awful. I sprained my wrist as well, but now it's okay. I had a cast, but they took it off this morning. Daddy promised me that if I was good enough, and the pictures they took looked good, I could come to this playdate tonight. I'm really glad it doesn't hurt anymore, and it's so cool your daddy let you come tonight. This is my first playdate at the club, so I'm happy I made a friend.
I'm happy too.